Since 2014, school children have been the object of attacks and mass kidnappings in Nigeria. Insurgents who are against Western education have regularly targeted schools in the Northeast, burning them to the ground. But in recent months, a separate part of the country is seeing unprecedented mass school abductions that have left at least one student dead. And there are fears that more attacks are already in the works. But why is all this happening? And who is responsible? At around midnight on February 26th, 279 Nigerian schoolgirls were kidnapped from their school in Jangebe, northwestern Zamfara state, and marched to an unknown location. 2 more abductions took place in March. So, where are the kidnappings happening? School kidnappings have so far only occurred in the northwest and northeast of the country. These areas have vast ungoverned forests where armed groups operate from. They also have borders connecting Nigeria to neighboring Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. But these borders are porous, meaning armed groups can easily travel through countries and evade security forces. The institutions targeted are often small-town public schools that lack adequate security infrastructure, although the attackers are getting more brazen. One of the latest targets was a college in the northwestern Kaduna city that sits close to a military base.
Welcome back to Mercy Broken English. This one na Mercy Broken English. If na your first time say you dey watch Mercy Broken English, I welcome you. And also, you know now, if you never subscribe, don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification, because subscribe now free, so that whenever I upload video, you go there notify say Mercy Broken English don't upload video again.
2014, school children have been the object of attacks and mass kidnappings in Nigeria. Insurgents who are against Western education have regularly targeted schools in the Northeast, burning them to the ground. But in recent months, a separate part of the country is seeing unprecedented mass school abductions. in northeast Nigeria. According to UNICEF, roughly 174 girls are still unaccounted for. 5 of them were killed. Kidnappings in the northwest, though, are relatively recent. Several unidentified gangs, loosely called bandits by the government and local communities, are responsible. These gangs are well armed and have terrorized highways and farming communities in the region for years, kidnapping people and rustling cattle. Now, they are pivoting to school kids. Experts say some of the groups are members of a nomadic ethnic minority in the region, the Fulani, who are trying to bring attention to issues of government neglect and injustice that have festered over the years. But although these groups are not insurgents, they do have links with terror groups. But why target school kids? Well, children in schools are soft targets and are not likely to put up a fight when attacked. Capturing students is also more likely to grab people's attention and get governments to negotiate a ransom quicker. But while school abductions have become more frequent, they are failing to attract the expected global publicity, like in 2014 when the Chibok girls were kidnapped. What are governments doing? After the attack on Jangebe, President Muhammadu Buhari ordered a crackdown on the armed groups in the northwest and declared Zamfara a no-fly zone. 5 of the 6 school kidnappings in the past 7 years have occurred on the president's watch. But under Nigeria's federal structure, state governors are directly responsible for security matters like this one. In the northeast, a safe school initiative to beef up security infrastructure was launched after the Chibok girls were taken. That scheme costs millions of dollars and is backed by the United Nations and foreign governments like Norway and Germany. But it hasn't stopped Boko Haram from striking again. Northwestern states, on the other hand, have negotiated with armed groups, even signing peace and amnesty agreements with some factions. But because there are so many groups, the accord signed has not been respected by all, and attacks on schools and villages have continued. Millions of dollars in ransom were reportedly made to the separate groups that masterminded the recent abductions before the students were freed, although state authorities deny that money has been exchanged.
Paying ransoms to these kidnappers is actually helping them to build up their war chest.
So, what does this all bode for education in the region? For now, hundreds of schools in Zamfara and neighboring Katsina, Niger, Sokoto, and Kano states are shut. Many schools have been closed in the northeast for years because of the Boko Haram insurgency. Northern Nigeria already has the lowest literacy numbers in the country. Millions of children, many of them girls, are out of school. Mass kidnappings worsen the problem. Some parents no longer feel confident in the government's ability to keep their children safe when they're away from home. Yusuf Bala Jangebe's daughter, Nana Asmao, was one of those taken from the Jangebe Girls Secondary School. The BBC caught up with Yusuf right after the attack. As the crisis worsens, there are fears that parents like Yusuf could withdraw their children from school, perhaps permanently.
Thank you so much. Say you don't watch Mercy Broken English. I beg, if you never subscribe, don't forget to click that button subscribe, because when you subscribe, now you will know whenever I upload video. Okay, bye bye.